Welcome back, everyone. I appreciate you tuning in today because what we're unpacking is genuinely important if you're watching the evolution of blockchain, AI, and the decentralized internet. In this video, we're diving deep into how the internet computer, spearheaded by Dfinity, which you may know is headquartered in Switzerland, is ramping up a major US rollout. And what that means is potentially massive for how decentralized computing could expand across the globe. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research and consult a professional before making any investment decisions. So, settle in, because we're not just talking about theoretical upgrades. This is an active reshaping of the network architecture that will push the boundaries of what AI, on-chain computing, and blockchain interoperability can do, all while responding to different regulatory environments. To kick things off, let's get some context. Dfinity, the foundation behind the Internet Computer Protocol (ICP), has always positioned itself to play on a global scale. But up until now, their physical and regulatory footprint was centered mostly in Europe, particularly due to their Swiss roots. Now, we're seeing an intentional pivot toward North America. And that matters because when you look at the current climate around AI regulation, blockchain laws, and internet freedom in the US, you realize that having infrastructure and governance aligned with these realities gives Internet Computer a front-row seat in how future laws might be crafted. It's no secret that big players, think Elon Musk, Hedera Hashgraph, and other ecosystems, have shown interest in what ICP is doing. And it's not just crypto insiders. Even the giants of AI, like OpenAI and other frontier research labs, are closely observing Internet Computer's push to establish what they call a self-writing internet. That means an internet that can build itself out, generate applications autonomously, and host them on a censorship-resistant chain. Recently, Dominic Williams, the founder of Dfinity, dropped some major updates. He shared that the foundation will be pushing proposals to the Network Nervous System, NNS, that's the decentralized governance layer for the Internet Computer, to add a significant number of new subnets. To break that down, subnets are essentially clusters of nodes that host and process smart contracts, known in the ICP world as canisters. Each subnet replicates data symmetrically across its nodes, ensuring decentralization and redundancy. So when you scale up the number of subnets, you're expanding the blockchain's capacity to process transactions, store data, and handle computational workloads. This new expansion aims to get ahead of the anticipated load from Caffeine AI, an advanced AI agent that Dfinity has been building. Think of Caffeine AI as a next-level assistant that can take your spoken instructions, generate the code for an app, deploy that app to the chain, and run it, all without you needing a dev team. The idea is that this will make building software as easy as having a conversation, literally a self-writing internet. One of the clearest signs that something major is underway is the flurry of proposals and changes within the network. A few months back, the Internet Computer made headlines for clocking over 12,000 transactions per second, making it the fastest blockchain in the world at that time. Since then, transaction throughput has dipped significantly. We're talking around 1,000 transactions per second now. Some might panic at that drop, but in reality, it's a strong indicator that the network is reorganizing behind the scenes to prepare for its next phase. Just last week, there were about 37 subnets in operation. Now we're seeing that number tick up into the 40s, spanning more than 30 countries. That global spread is crucial because different jurisdictions have unique data privacy and sovereignty requirements. Take Europe as an example. Because of the EU's strict data protection laws, the ICP network already hosts a dedicated EU-based subnet. Naturally, developers and the broader community have been calling for an equivalent subnet in the US to ensure parity and jurisdiction-specific compliance. Something I always appreciate about the Internet Computer is its radical transparency. Every proposal, every governance vote, every neuron, which is ICP's term for voting stakes, all of it is visible on-chain. Dfinity itself holds about 20% of the total voting power, but anyone can see exactly how they vote on any given motion. Compare that to many other chains that claim to be decentralized, but still operate with opaque governance. ICP doesn't just talk the talk, it actually makes every detail visible, which is especially reassuring when you see how much activity is flowing through the system right now. One major motion recently proposed almost doubling the number of subnets, scaling from 31 to about 60. Each application subnet will consist of 13 nodes. And yes, these proposals include a dedicated subnet hosted in the US. If you're wondering why a US-specific subnet matters, think about the implications for latency, data residency, and legal compliance. The new subnet would mean developers building on ICP can deploy applications that better serve US-based users while aligning with local regulatory frameworks. And this isn't just an idea. The wheels are already turning. Proposals for new nodes in Florida and New York have been submitted and are already seeing voting progress. Florida and New York are particularly interesting locations because they each have unique regulatory environments when it comes to digital assets and data operations. Now let's talk about what's happening with the node operators themselves. It's not just about spinning up new subnets. There's also significant reallocation of existing nodes. For example, proposals have been filed to transfer ownership of multiple nodes in Jacksonville and New York to Parafi Technologies. If you don't know Parafi, they're a well-established blockchain infrastructure provider with operations in major ecosystems like Ethereum, Solana, and Avalanche. They're known for running top-tier validators, so their entrance into the internet computer ecosystem is a signal that this project is attracting heavy hitters. In forums, you can see the details of these deals. Essentially, nodes previously managed by other providers are being sold to Parafi. These deals are being made in anticipation of new rules that prevent node operators from providing debt financing to one another, part of a broader push to keep the network's infrastructure genuinely decentralized and free from conflicts of interest. When you read between the lines, you realize that this isn't just a handful of machines moving from one provider to another. These are strategic shifts that position the internet computer to serve region-specific needs. Transferring the nodes to a reputable provider like Parafi means more stability, more compliance, and better integration with the broader blockchain ecosystem. And it doesn't stop in the US. Similar node restructuring is happening in places like Barcelona and Paris. In Europe, there's talk of transferring node clusters to new entities like the Decentralized Entities Foundation, reinforcing ICP's goal to be as censorship-resistant and jurisdictionally robust as possible. When you see this level of restructuring, it usually means that something bigger is on the horizon. Think about it. You don't go through hundreds of proposals, governance votes, and multi-country network upgrades just to maintain the status quo. We're likely witnessing the groundwork being laid for a future in which AI models, decentralized applications, and real-world businesses can run seamlessly on ICP. Dominic Williams has hinted at a 10x increase in network metrics once these changes roll out fully, potentially pushing throughput to 120,000 transactions per second or beyond. Meanwhile, while other blockchain projects are focused on hype coins, quick flips, and token unlocks, the internet computer's ecosystem looks like it's doubling down on sustainable growth and real-world use cases. If this all works, ICP won't just be another blockchain. It'll be an entire decentralized internet with its own app stores, on-chain AI services, and a network of subnets spread strategically around the world. Imagine spinning up a hotel booking app, a game, or even a finance app just by talking to an AI agent. Then that app gets coded, deployed, and hosted on a decentralized network where you, the developer, maintain sovereignty over your data. That's a massive shift from today's internet, which is dominated by centralized cloud providers and walled gardens. Sure, the price of ICP tokens might not reflect all of this yet, but if you've been in crypto long enough, you know that price action often lags behind tech development. When you're looking for opportunities, you want to be paying attention when the value of the underlying tech far exceeds its current market cap. Right now, the internet computer is repositioning itself for global reach, and it's doing it while the rest of the market chases short-term narratives. If they deliver on AI on-chain, self-writing applications, transparent governance, and global subnets that align with local rules, they could be building one of the most significant pieces of decentralized infrastructure we've ever seen. So, as this US expansion rolls out, keep an eye on those governance votes. Keep watching what node providers like Parafi are doing. And most importantly, keep your finger on the pulse of how Caffeine AI evolves. Because when that self-writing internet hits full speed, it could change how we interact with software forever. So, what do you think about ICP's current position? Are you bullish on its growth in AI and DeFi? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay cautious, and I'll catch you in the next one.